just so that I have a nice recorded version of the game for later. And I am going to remind you of what happened last week. If you don't remember, you went into a extra dimensional mansion when you came looking for the wizard Matrius, who had gone missing or hadn't been seen in a few days, and you went into the room where he was last seen, and you found a book sitting on a shelf or on the desk, and you read the command word out loud and opened a portal, hopped in the portal, just in time to find him, and he was so excited to see that the portal was open that he would go back to Candlekeep and get the authorities and whatnot and keep it open on his end so you could get out after you looked around the mansion.
Yeah, well, he failed.
And then after you heard a scream on the other side of the portal, it snapped shut.
We only have RIP, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, R.I.B.
R.I.B. Rib.
Ribs.
Rib.
Rib.
Yes, rib.
So what you're looking for is...
Matrius. Is he by chance related to Photonius?
and Sophocus.
Bunkbedius?
Oh, I do love Bedius. Best wizard out there.
Anybody besides me having problems with the sound?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Are we cutting in and out, or
The
what?
sound of what?
It sounds like it's being dragged over gravel,
Oh,
and I
weird.
can't make anything out.
Weird.
That might be your connection, because we can hear each other pretty
Oh,
clearly.
there we go.
Oh,
That's
Is
good.
he using a different mic than last time?
I
Because
don't
he
think
sounds.
so.
I feel like he sounds
And that's
different.
good.
Are you using the same setup you were using last night, Jack?
Yep.
Oh.
And it's fine now. It's just before it sounded like everything was being dragged over gravel.
Weird. I wonder if you have
Weird.
like a network connection issue or something.
It sounds like a
No, I
cable
don't have a
issue.
network connection.
Oh yeah, it could be the cable. That's true.
Yeah, like you need to little twist the plug back and forth a few times to get it to seat properly.
Yeah, now it's sounding up again.
Yeah, that's odd. Well, the good news is you're technically not in this game tonight, so you don't have to hear us clearly. But yes, you found out that the way out involved finding the 7 letters to the command word, which was hidden on the spine of 7 books layered throughout the mansion, and you have come across 3 letters so far.
I wrote them down in Party Treasure.
Yep. You've cleared out the basement and the ground floor, and you only have... Well, you have upstairs left to go. So...
Yeah, but there's 4 more books, so there can't be just one on every floor.
Well, no, you found... Between these 2 floors, you found 3 books. So you're hoping that the other 4 books are upstairs. Or there might be a 4th floor. Who knows? I know, but who knows?
Hey, we should go upstairs.
Sure. As you go up the stairs, I will move you to the next layer. So I know which order you're going up the stairs.
Now, where are the stairs?
They are...
I will follow them up the stairs.
If you look at the map, you should be able to see them. Just grayed out because you're on Explorer mode.
I can guarantee it's not the cable.
Okay.
Okay.
How'd you go through the
I'm connect-
wall? All right, you can't go through.
I did.
I'm on via Bluetooth now.
Oh, yep, that wouldn't be the cable then. I watched EJ go through the wall, and she shouldn't be able to do that.
Me
No,
too.
I went down
can't
and
go
around.
through the wall.
Oh, then for some reason my update had you go through the wall.
Yeah, I
Alright.
saw her just pass through the wall.
Yep. All right, so we're going Koi first. Is that what I'm seeing?
Sure.
All right, so Koi's first.
Actually, I
And-
thought Himbo was first.
Oh, where's Himbo? Is he under? Oh, he's still in the dining room.
All right then, me. Let's go.
Well, you're up there now. You should be able to see the next floor.
Me next.
Okay, you next.
I'll take the rear.
You
Of
would.
course you will.
Mark, would you like to go third? Because I can move you up there.
Sure.
All right. Put you there. which means Ganon goes up last. even
All right,
though-
there it is.
Yep. It's up here.
And I figure I
Case
can
anybody
run
needs
up
it.
in front if I ever have
Do
to,
that, just
or
in
run
case.
behind.
All right. The landing at the top of the stairs is occupied by a suit of armor holding a longsword pointed down. That is this white dot at the top here. Oops. I closed my thing. Okay.
I look on the armor for anything that lets us know how to get the statue out of the way so we can enter.
It sits upon a wooden stand in front of a large window. The armor is clearly decorative, though the helmet and the sword are genuine items of good quality. That is a window behind it, not a door. There are 2 doors up here, though. There's one here, and there's one right here. Above the armor, there is a trapdoor.
Above the armor?
Yeah, in the ceiling. The armor is clearly decorative, though the helmet and the sword are genuine items of good quality.
Jeremy, you skipped a few words in that sentence according to my headphones.
Me too.
Yeah, I lost. He cut out for like the last word of a sentence a minute ago too.
Okay. Well, the armor is decorative, but the helmet and the sword are genuine items of good quality, and there is a trapdoor in the ceiling above the armor.
Okay.
And there are 2
Okay, so
doors.
Enough. Can we... Okay, let's not look at the trapdoor quite yet. Let's focus on this floor, because if that's like an attic entrance, then we can use that later.
Let's go over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's have the dandy open that one. He's already standing next to it.
Click.
Nah, too late. It's me.
I moved out of the way.
Well, the door is open. Most of this room is
There's
taken
already
up.
another one right here.
Well, would you give me a minute to read the room you're in?
I know. I know.
Bookshelves! Bookshelves!
Read
Bookshelves!
the room. God.
I'm trying. Most of this room is taken up by long wooden tables that are covered with glass vessels and books. Cabinets with glass doors line the walls, and they contain all manner of specimens. Just below the ceiling in the middle of the room, colorful globes circle each other in an intricate dance. The far wall is almost completely covered by a map of the night sky with a golden starburst in the center above a closed door.
I like
Golden
Starburst.
Starburst. Is that the yellow one?
That's the one that tastes like bananas.
No.
The
It tastes
cabinets,
like lemon.
inside the cabinets, you see skulls, bones, mounted animals, rocks, minerals, dried plants, and jars with creatures floating in liquid.
I am not
Don't
letting these 2
open
boys
them.
get close to that.
Measuring devices, glassware, and other scientific apparatus sit on the tables between the books on the natural sciences, between books of natural sciences, astronomy, astrology, physiology, and natural philosophy. There are complex charts and mathematical formulas drawn on a mobile blackboard.
I will
Okay,
investigate
they
the
can go over
books.
there and they can look at the books. I'm
Alright.
going to keep the all safe. I'm standing there with my arms outspread. They're not coming close.
Give me an investigation or perception roll as you dig around the room.
Oof.
Oof.
I find that there is indeed a bookcase.
All right. Well, School of Koi, buried amidst the philosophy, mathematics, and astronomy books, you find a book with the letter T on its spine.
That one's about
So-
titties.
That are you sure?
What else could it be?
All right. Is there anything else you want to look at in this room? I have a first
What's in the jars?
Don't
some
don't
kind
you go touch those jars. No, no.
some kind of
We
small
didn't break
animal
the last
specimens.
jars. They just hopped out
Yeah,
on their own,
they-
so I don't know why you're blaming us.
He's not wrong.
No, you almost broke one of them.
The crawling claws climbed out on their own.
Ew.
So what was in the jars, you said?
Just specimens, just small stuff, nothing alive that you can tell.
Okay. I
Well, if
guess
there's
on
nothing
to the
else
next
here-
door.
Mhm.
Yeah. This one, most likely,
All right.
is just the same. Oh, no, it is not. Just kidding.
Oh, hey, that's pretty.
This door opens into
Mhm.
a dark open space, offering a view of the starry firmament of the night sky. 5 telescopes mounted on bronze plates point toward the constellations above. In the middle of the space, a 1-foot diameter sphere of clear crystal sits in a circular brass stand.
So that's the moon?
The room seems to be a detailed and convincing illusion of a grassy knoll on a moonless night. There's a springy, false turf underfoot.
I
And,
like this room.
and if you close the door
Me too.
behind you, do you close the door behind you?
Sure.
Then the stars just start to glow, filling the room with the same light you'd get on a starry night, just standing outside.
So we're inside of a planetarium.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh, I could sleep here.
I start looking through all the telescopes.
Me too.
Okay. They are easy to
Animals.
manipulate and change the orientation.
Yeah.
But they are sturdily mounted to their pedestal, so you can pivot them around and look at the stars in the sky. But you can't remove it and take it with you.
I want to
That's okay.
investigate the whole room. Oh, maybe I don't. Just kidding.
All right.
Bethany, don't be surprised if you search my pockets to find a gay worm.
What?
What?
I don't get it.
I said, don't be surprised if you search my pockets and find a gay worm.
Why would there be a gay worm?
Are you soot?
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should.
My-
You throw
my-
his gay worm into the kitchen for him.
Oh,
cat, my
the
son.
rainbow worm.
His rainbow worm, yes. It's on the floor in the kitchen
all right.
now.
So your investigation of the room.
What are your dogs barking at?
Who
I have no
cares?
friggin' clue.
Somebody's probably walking across the street.
You don't have any unexpected guests, do you?
Yeah,
And how
Wrinkles started it though. Riddles didn't even know until she heard her.
right, Wrinkles will hear somebody walking across the street next door and then decide it's time to defend the neighborhood from all intruders, foreign and domestic. And then Riddles gets in on it because, I mean, obviously there's a barking to be had.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it doesn't take you much to determine that this whole room is basically an optical illusion.
I know, but I like it.
Right.
So there's a way to turn it off.
Arcana?
Dispel magic?
Or is it optical, not so practical, not magical?
It's magical. It is magical. I'll give you, with the Arcana check, I will let you know that there is a purpose to this illusion, but what, you're not entirely sure. There seems to be a puzzle, probably a secret door concealed somewhere in this room that is related to these telescopes.
Can I take 10?
No, you can't take 10.
Oh, damn it.
This isn't 4th edition. You can't take 20 either.
So
What the hell?
maybe depends on where you point the telescope.
So we can roll 20, but we can't take 20?
I know.
So what, investigation?
Nope, this is not one of those things where a dice roll is going to solve the problem. This is one where the players have to figure out what they're supposed to be doing.
So is
Are
this
any-
something I can use detect magic on?
You can cast Detect Magic without wasting a spell slot if you take 10 minutes to cast it. And just assuming you do that, this whole room is just glowing magic.
Oh, okay.
I gotta go AFK for pizza. Be right back.
Okay. I will remind you that the previous room had a star chart on one wall.
Oh. Well, maybe we should go grab the star chart. Maybe the telescopes have to be looking at specific stars to make a specific one. I'm grabbing it wherever.
Well,
it
it
is.
doesn't come off the wall. It is basically painted onto
damn.
the wall. But it
Damn, okay.
is it is a representation of the sky with stars represented by dots or small circles, but there are 5 prominent stars rendered as blazing silver suns.
Okay.
There are 5 telescope things that I can see.
Yes, I think we
Unless
have to
there's
make them,
one under Ganon.
I think we have to make them look at specific.
Yeah,
When you
that makes sense.
when you look back
Yeah.
in the planetarium room, you notice that there are 5 stars that are very much brighter than the other stars in the night sky.
So
Okay. I start
should
going
look-
from telescope to telescope, pointing them at the bright stars.
Okay. Once you have all 5 telescopes pointed at the brightest 5 stars in the sky, the light of the stars focuses through the telescopes and into the crystal ball in the center of the room, refracting to illuminate a secret door on one wall.
Secret door!
The secret
Sick.
door, I will say, opens itself as you find it.
Ooh,
let's go.
what's in here?
This room
What's
is
that?
bare, except for a bookshelf covered in chains against one wall.
Forbidden books! My favorite!
A plain,
Oh,
wooden,
no.
a plain
Search
wooden
it.
bench and a reading desk built into the shelves. A book with the bust of a mage on its cover sits on the desk.
I'm gonna sit at the desk and I'm gonna look at the book.
I think there's a picture of this one, but I can't seem to find it. Give me 1 second, because I know there's a handout somewhere. Ah, yes. It looks like this.
Ooh. Yeah, I want to look at that book with the mage on it.
Okay. La, 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 la. Let me skim this. 3 shelves are filled with books bound in iron covers, which are attached to chains that secure them to the shelves.
All of them like this, which means they can't be taken.
Sort of.
Anyone have a lock picking
The
thing?
reading desk is used to support the chained books while they're being read. They're just skimming the spines of the books. You see books on sciences, arcana, alchemy, books about planar lore, summoning fantastic creatures. This is like the magic library. As you sit down to read, however, or as you go to read the book that is on the desk, hold on. Okay. Yeah, you approach to read the book, and the book shelf.
Okay.
Dun dun dun!
It suddenly the chains kind of pull books out of the shelf, and they're like flailing at you. So anybody who's in the room can roll initiative. Should roll for the bookshelf. That's right, I'm rolling initiative for a bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
The strangest thing you've done.
That's true. Alright, descending order. So on 20, place Ganon if you're back. You see that the bookshelf is winding up to whip Thericia with a book on a chain.
Is this a mimic or like an animated
No,
bookshelf?
it's actually an animated bookshelf.
Aha!
It's called the Chained Library. Oh, Elder's Blast. Alright, that's definitely a hit. 9 damage to the Chained Library. Let me make sure it's not immune to anything. It is not. You knock like just pieces of paper and just damage flies off of it. And you move bonus? No? Yes?
That's it.
All right. The chained library is going to whip 2 books, or 2 attack moves at Zarisha. Swap.
Zarissa.
Zarissa. AC 12, AC 18. I think 12 misses you. Oh no, it looks like they both hit you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you take a total of 16 damage, which is going to knock you unconscious. Bonk. Himbo.
I immediately retaliate with
Am I
a
down or
spear.
just
Yes, you are.
unconscious?
You're technically at 0, so you'll have to start making death saves on your turn.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's a hit.
22.
Yep. 8.
8 damage,
Okay.
followed by a martial attack. 7.
That's a miss. All right, Koi. You don't need to make a roll. If your action is to stabilize her, you don't need to make a roll for it.
Okay, I don't have any healing spells, remember? So.
Oh, I know. So that's your action. And you're basically
Well, if I don't
also
have
in
to-
the way of the books, so.
If I don't have to roll, then I could.
That would be your action.
Oh, stabilizing her.
Yeah.
And I think all of my cantrips are actions and not bonus actions. So.
And you don't have potions of healing to give her, right? Because if you did, you could just give her a potion of healing, and that would be automatic full health because it's 10 hit points. Actually, no, giving a potion is a bonus action. Although I think we're still going to use the homebrew rule that if you spend a whole action, you can get all 10 points out of it. Because I really like that. It makes more sense. Thought you guys found 2 potions of healing. Am I wrong?
I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, I didn't put any. I thought.
I remember
EJ
we found the drift globe, and I believe we found
collected.
a potion or 2 of healing, but they're not written down anywhere.
All right. Well, let me go back to room 17 because I'm pretty sure that's
I
where you
didn't take
found
one
them.
because I thought EJ.
Because
had-
I held the drift globe. I
Yep.
have it on my character
Yep.
sheet.
They're
There were 2. I have one.
2 potions of healing in party treasure, but they're not actually in party treasure, so just saying, you have them. If you want to use your action to give her a potion of healing, then she can be at 10 hit points, and it's up to you.
10?
Well, 9, whatever your max is,
11.
or then you'd be at 10 out of 11. For some reason, I'm on the wrong layer.
There they are. 2 potions to heal. Yeah, you're right. They are in party treasure. They're written down right here.
All right. Well, if that's what you want to do, just tell me so that she can put her health at 10, and you can mark one off the party treasure.
Yeah, I'll give her one.
Okay. So you're at 10, Zarissa. You wake up on the floor. It is your turn. It takes you half of your movement to get up, but I don't see you doing much moving in this room.
Nope. I think I'm gonna do that if it'll work.
Chill touch. That is a miss.
Okay. It does say fumble on it.
Yeah.
Rough.
That means you rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any other actions? Bonus actions, rather.
No.
Remember, you're a bard. You can inspire other people.
I haven't seen a reason to inspire other people yet.
I know, but it gives them a bonus to hit or damage.
Yeah.
Just saying. Letting you know
I
as
know.
Okay. Then that means it's Ganon's turn again.
I remember.
She's not very inspiring.
Nah, not at first level. What are you doing, Ganon? Oh, 12. 12 is a miss. Try to shoot it. The library is going to try to hit Koi with its weapon attack. Oh, AC 11 is a miss, but it does 2 attacks. AC 8 is also a miss. That makes it Himbowoo's turn.
Slide over here just to make more room in this room.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spear.
Wow. Yeah, that's a hit.
9 damage.
Very nice.
And Marshall.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
Koi, it's back to you.
Mace.
Mace. That's a miss. You hit the bookshelf, but you do no visible damage.
Well, shit.
It's back to Sarissa again.
Hmm.
This combat's fast.
Well, there are only 4 of us.
4 players and 1 opponent. Yeah.
Oh,
True strike, bonus damage.
I don't totally know how this one works.
That's the spell, right? True strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed it
Yeah,
in
it's
this
supposed to.
edition.
I was gonna say, didn't it used to give you advantage on your next attack roll?
Yeah, no one used it because of that. You make 1 attack with the weapon used in the spell's casting. The attack uses your spell casting ability for the attack and damage rolls instead of using strength or dex. If the attack deals damage, it can be radiant damage or the weapon's normal damage. Okay, so you can make a weapon attack, but instead of using your dex bonus, you'd use your charisma bonus. Or your strength bonus. So
Okay.
do you have a weapon?
I have a dagger.
Right.
Yes, and a quarterstaff.
Okay, so you'd attack with the dagger, but you'd use the +4 to hit instead of the +2. So you could roll your chill touch or firebolt and just do dagger damage instead of doing firebolt damage. I'm not really sure that that's worth it. You'd be better off just throwing a firebolt at it. Because your dagger only
Yeah.
does a d4 damage, whereas
Yeah. Well, I could one. I don't know. I could throw one.
oops. Better roll it as an attack.
I just clicked it and it didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
click the +4 attack button. There you. Ooh,
There we go.
Okay, that's a hit. So go ahead and roll damage. 5 damage. You'd think it'd be susceptible to fire. I mean, it takes fire, but it's not like particularly affected by it.
Hmm.
All right, so that makes it Place Gannon's turn. When you level up, Bethany, you might want to swap out True Strike because I don't think it's very
I'm
useful
going to.
for a bard. Take like
I'm
Vicious
gonna take
Mockery
it
or
out.
something. Whoa, that's a
Mhm.
hit.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. 8 damage. Okie dokie. And the animated library is going to split its attacks, 1 on Koi, 1 on Himbo, because you're both close enough. Koi at armor class 12, that's a miss. Himbo, on the other hand, AC 20 for 3 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled. It didn't grapple Zarissa because she went down.
Okay.
It's Himbo's turn, but you are grappled. Or grabbed. Let me look and see exactly.
Let's see, do I have...
You can make an escape attempt if that's what you want to do as your action. You might be able to attack,
Yeah,
but
I'm
with
just double
disadvantage.
checking to see if I have any monk things to allow me to do that
Alright.
automatically, and not yet, it looks.
Well, let me see if it affects your attack bonuses or anything. Grappled condition. It has the grappled condition. Yeah, no shit. Oh, there we go. Speed of 0, disadvantage on attack rolls on any target other than the grappler. Okay, so you can attack the bookshelf with no penalties. You just can't attack somebody else. And you can't move.
Okay, what did you say to roll to break the grapple or
If-
try?
If you want to break the grapple, it's either acrobatics or athletics. Up to you.
Well, I have acrobatics, so might as well try.
But that takes up your action, just so you know.
Yep. Ooh.
You do not break the grapple. The bookshelf
Then I do.
holds you closely.
In that case, I just use my bonus action for martial arts attack.
I think you can only do that if you took an attack action.
Can I?
I'm pretty sure you can only use the bonus action to attack if you attacked with your main attack.
Bonus unarmed strike. You can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. No, you're probably right then. You're right. It doesn't have any conditions on there. Right, so you try to get free and then just give it a nice kick for good measure. That is a hit, in fact. For 8 damage. The bookshelf falls silent. All the hanging books just kind of drop. And one of the books, when it drops, breaks free with a portion of bookshelf attached to it. It looks like it could probably be used as a weapon.
Nice. Let's pick that up and put that in party treasure.
It is a plus
Book
one.
mace?
It is a +1 flail.
Nice.
Book flail.
Yep, it's basically a book flail.
The Book of Violence.
The book on the shelf, the one with the wizard face on it, has the letter L on its spine.
Got it.
L.
So we have RIB something
TL.
L.
TL. RIBTL.
Oh, we have riblets.
You found it. You got the word. It's riblets.
I have them written in the way we got it, so it's ribtle.
Riptle.
Ribtle.
Yeah, but I'm sure that's not going to be the word.
No.
I'm gonna. Are any of the other books actual books?
Yes, but not to the point where I have any information on them.
Okay.
So they're like interesting.
You mentioned books on extra-dimensional planes and summoning.
Right, there's like books of all kinds of esoterica and magical.
Just what I'm looking for.
Right.
Books on accounting.
But for the purposes of this adventure, there's nothing necessarily in there. I see Gannon pocketing a couple books that seem to have Fae-related subject matter.
Okay.
Due to backstories.
I'm gonna run back to that suit of armor
Okay.
and see if I can open that door behind it.
It's not a door, it's a window.
There's a window behind it and a door, trapdoor
Oh.
above it,
There is a
and
door
then
on
there's
the
a
wall
trapdoor
over
door
here.
to the right.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm worked up now, so I'm
Okay.
eager to go.
Gonna open this
I
door
open
then?
it.
Slow down, little buddy.
Yeah, you left your two lady companions back in the chained library. You see a hallway. There are
That
two
battle got me
doors.
wound up.
One door here and one door here.
Uh,
Ah,
I'll start with this door in the middle.
make sure my
The hallway.
stream is still covering everything. That looks like it is. The middle of the hallway.
Yep.
All right. Each corner of this pleasant parlor has a scarlet armchair and a reading table piled high with books. A cheery fire burns in the fireplace. A pair of swords sits in a rack above the fireplace, and the heads of various animals are mounted on the walls.
I begin to search through the books for anything important.
All right. The books all seem to be of poetry or heroic fiction meant for entertainment. The trophy heads represent a stag, a wolf, a periton, which is like a deer type thing. You guys fought one in the Halloween game. A hellhound and a black dragon wormling. Purely decorative. On the table, or on a table, one of these end tables here, there is a book with a Y on its spine.
Riblets? Why? Because.
No, that's how you spell riblet, okay? R-I-B-L-Y-T. Riblet.
Okay.
Did you take
Well,
the book?
there's. Yes.
All right. As you touch the book, the two swords mounted to the wall detach themselves and attack you.
Where are they mounted? Are they at the moose head? Oh, okay.
Dun, 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 dun. You thought it was that easy. Oops.
Well, we probably could have just taken the letter and not the book, but I wanted the book.
Why did this stop?
I think you need the books.
All right. These are rolling. Are they rolling? Yes. These are the 2024 versions of the monsters. You could tell because they actually stick outside of their token frames. I've been trying to go through and change as much as I can. We'll see if it runs into any issues when I'm trying to roll attacks for them. Because apparently the initiative macro doesn't work with these things. All right, let's see. Descending order.
Did it before?
Himbo. I haven't used these yet. Because I was
I
using...
meant, you know, 2020.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
oh.
2014 version. I have an initiative macro on my
Oh.
on my screen here, but
I was thinking dyslexically.
oh. What are you doing, Himbo? Woo! Wow, I gotta get used to these 2024 enemy sheets, though. These are weird.
I'm gonna step over here and attack this one sword.
Great.
With my spear?
That is a miss. Ooh, they have a high armor class, too.
And
Much
then
higher
a
than the
martial.
you fought. Ooh, that's a hit, though. 9. Wow. Okay, that's good. Koi. Swords look like they
All
mean
right.
Himbo harm. He took the book.
Right, they do. So I guess I will walk forward and try to hit the other one with my mace.
Okay. Do it to
I
it.
really don't have any spells for this.
I know. At this level, you only have 2. You don't have any cantrips, though? You must have your cantrips still.
Well, I have cantrips.
Alright, because that's a miss. You might be better off using spells. Because you have a +3 to hit. I mean, then again... Yeah, anyway. It is Ganon's turn. Eldritch
I'm worried
Blast!
about this party's longevity, at least without Greybeard.
Right? Yeah, once he shows up, it'll be...
He's the puzzle piece we're missing. I take a step back as Ganon is off to do.
Okay. Yep. Away from the danger.
Exactly. I will attack the weaker one.
Okay. The one in front of Himbo, that is a miss. It's like you're so afraid to miss or to hit Himbo, you hit the deer thingy on the wall right in the face.
I make it look like I tried really hard, though.
Okay. Nerissa?
Okay. I am going to do this.
Magic missile, that doesn't miss. You can actually fire
Yeah.
3
2
missiles?
on this one and 1 on this one.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. The first 2 on this one does 6 total damage. And the one on this one kills it.
Sweet.
All right. If you don't have any bonus actions, I will go to the sword's turn.
I'll be nice. I'll give Bardic Inspiration to Himbo.
The himbo. All right. That's D6 at this level.
Okay.
And I'm not sure,
Thank
but
you.
you might be able to add it to damage
Mhm.
now. I'm not entirely sure. To look it up. The sword is going to attack Koi because Koi attacked the sword. It is going to use its slashing attack. Yeah, critical fumble. That makes it your turn, Himbo. That's funny. We don't put the woo in there.
Yep.
She's just a Himbo.
Yep.
Himbo.
Let's see what he did there.
So let's see. Does Bardic Inspiration do anything?
You can add a d6 to your attack roll, and you can choose to roll it after you've rolled your attack.
Okay. I'll do my classic 1-2 of spear. Ooh.
Now you gotta ask
Probably
yourself.
wouldn't hit even with a
Yeah, I was gonna
D6.
say, yeah.
And then standard.
Ooh, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 6.
6.
This would be where you find out if you can add it to damage instead of just to hitting. It might say.
Yeah.
It might say on your character sheet, Bethany. Can you link the?
Oh
Bardic
yeah,
Inspiration?
click the little speech bubble on it.
You can supernaturally inspire others through words, music, or dance. It's represented by a Bardic Inspiration die, which is a d6. I think I'm supposed to roll it. As a bonus action, you can inspire another creature. Yeah, I know that.
Right, but it'll say what they can
Only
do
have
with it.
one at a time. The creature can roll the Bardic Inspiration die and add the number rolled to the d20, potentially turning the failure into a success.
Is that it?
You can confer a Bardic Inspiration die a number of times equal to your Charisma modifier.
So maybe it
So
doesn't
probably
manage.
not then.
Yeah.
At higher levels, the die becomes a d8 at 5.
Right.
No, it doesn't really say anything. I'm reading everything that's there.
Okay. I thought there was
Okay.
something in addition that they expanded it to, but maybe it's a specific bard college. I know that the Valor Bards in 2014 could do that. Okay, but that's still pretty good. It is Koi's turn.
All right. I don't. I don't know if I want to do. Probably Word of Radiance. Maybe sword can take radiant damage.
Is that a cantrip?
Yeah, so is Sacred Flame. So
Right. Well, we'll roll it. I thought you had Toll the Dead.
I do. Would that can I do that on inanimate objects?
Do you have 3 cantrips? Oh, maybe you
And
can.
guidance.
Wow. Remember that you have guidance because that's super useful. But yeah, you might be right. It might be immune to. I think Toll the Dead is like a psychic damage.
Wisdom.
Right. But does it say it's psychic damage?
Forgot I could do that so you guys can read it. So if you want to see it, but it
Right.
doesn't do anything else.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the D20s then.
Oh, it's necrotic damage. Okay. Is that what you're casting?
No, I was hitting the little, speech bubble next to it.
Okay.
So I think probably, yeah. I don't know. Let's try this one.
On save. Oh, should have stuck with the Toll the Dead. That's alright, he still failed. His con save was a 0 for this one. It would have been a -3 for wisdom.
Huh.
Go ahead and roll the damage. It's probably going to kill it. Yeah. Blast it off the... Well, it's already off the wall, but you blast it into smithereens.
Sweet. I'm gonna go pee.
Okay, and now you have the sword. I mean the book, not the
Okay.
sword.
Cool.
Which was the letter... What was that one?
Why?
Y.
So this is a door, right?
That is a door.
All right. Is there anything else to look at in here?
In room 14, not that you can see.
Anyone do any more investigating before we open it? Oh no, we're just opening
Sorry,
it.
I
Oh,
just
there's
hit
a
the button.
creature here.
There is a cat in here. The door to the room was slightly ajar to let the cat roam as they please.
Hmm.
This room is an open and airy bedroom. A canopied bed with rich scarlet curtains and occupies one corner. A jug and a wash basin stand on top of a chest of drawers, and a fluffy black cat is napping on a scarlet easy chair. One wall is covered with a
Cat!
large painting of a gold dragon perched heroically on a mountaintop. The cat hops off the chair and does that long stretch that they do, and then it wanders up to you, Zarissa, and tries to weave between your legs for a moment.
Okay.
And then it hops back on the chair.
You said this had drawers.
There's a chest of. There is a dresser with an. Okay. There's a dresser that has multiple drawers, and a wash basin and jug on top of the chest of drawers. So yes, that is the chest of drawers.
Can I look through the drawers?
You can. The top drawer contains elegant, well-made robes. The lower drawer holds more utilitarian tunics and dresses, and a puzzle book with the letter E
wanna look at
on
the
the
puzzle book.
spine.
Ah.
This looks like a vanity.
Yeah, it is kinda.
I check it for jewelry.
You find none. And there is a door that has a window in it that looks like it looks out onto a balcony.
Is it this thing?
That is that thing. Yep. You can go out there if you
Ah.
This time I put the thing around it so you can't step off into the oblivion.
The ether.
Yes.
So we have R, I, B, T, L, Y, and E.
Is that 7 letters?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
Now you just gotta figure out what they spell.
Mm-hmm.
I check under the bed.
Okay. It's a bed. It has 4 legs. They stretch all the way to the floor. If they didn't, the bed was up to something.
So it's just the trapdoor left.
And technically, you have all the books.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pet the cat?
Make an animal handling check. No, you can't pet the cat. The cat hisses and bats at you.
Wow,
as you
neither can
attempt
I.
It's not a very friendly cat.
But like Himbo.
Only his lunch.
to- Austin Pepper.
Let's let Himbo open the trap door.
Yeah, Himbo, do it.
Okay.
Sit back.
I jump right up, grab onto it, and pull down.
It pushes upward, but you jump up.
In
and
that
you're
case,
trying to
I
pull it down.
dangle there.
Yes, you hang for a minute. There is the statue right underneath it, so you can kind of precariously get your footing and kind of push it up. And inside, you see a tiny crawl space. It is stuffy, dimly lit, and covered in a fine layer of dust. It seems to run the length of the building.
You see anything up there?
Too dusty. Let me climb up.
All right. Make an athletics check.
Not good at athletics.
All right. Yeah. You
I
can't
can do
get enough-
acrobatics,
Right. You
but
can't
not
get
athletics.
enough leverage to pull yourself up and in.
Hey,
Can I
can
give
someone
him an
tall come
assist?
over here and be a footstool for a second?
That could help. I'll give you advantage. I'll let you roll again with advantage to try to get up there. As
Do I have
are
to
just-
roll anything?
No, because he's getting
Okay.
to roll twice. That's not advantage. That's a single roll. You can make one more. One more roll, single roll, because you didn't
Oh,
do the
right.
advantage.
I thought that was the...
No, I was giving you a new round of it.
Okay.
You are not having it. It's not working
I
out
think I
for
figured
you.
out the word.
End up just kicking him in the face a few times.
Yeah, exactly. This big,
God damn it!
Stop squirming!
big furry rabbit foot just keeps bapping at you.
I immediately let go.
This particular rabbit's foot seems to be unlucky. In fact, I'm going to assume that after a couple of kicks, and when he steps out of the way, you lose your footing completely and drop back down to the floor.
Drop back down. You are the worst footstool ever.
Do we have any strong characters in this group? I don't think we do. Not yet.
Greybeard
Yeah, Greybeard, yeah.
came to me in a dream.
No, well, yeah. It was his dream. Does anyone else want to try, or are you going to give up on the crawl space?
I sat on the floor and figured out the word.
Okay. Did you figure out the word?
Yes,
What do you think the word is?
liberty.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Well, you can't say it here. You have to say it when you
Well,
first
yeah.
came into the place. Okay. So you've been like laying the books out in a row, trying to spell it out while everyone else is
Yeah.
fidgeting with the trapdoor. All right. So what are you doing from here?
I tell them
Waiting?
I figured out the word, and then we decide, do we want to keep trying to go through the crawl space, or are we going to go see if we can get out of here?
What did you see up there?
Keeping it to himself.
Apparently.
Just a bunch of dust. I couldn't get a good look because I couldn't get up there.
Fuck it. Let's get the hell out of here.
Wee.
Yeah, I'll go back downstairs. Oh, crap. I'm on the wrong layer. I moved all the arrows. Okay, moving. You're all piled on top of each other.
Now, what was the original room? We were in here.
It was the hallway. It's the
No,
doorway
right
right
here.
down here.
Oh, right there. Well, people are on top of me, so I can't move.
Same.
You should still be able to move your token. Just use the arrow
No,
keys.
it's underneath another token.
Use the arrow keys.
Not
Have to
working.
be selected first.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll move you all around like this. There you go. Look,
There we go.
Now you're in the hallway. All right.
Liberty!
Swirly blueness that you can all step through if you wish.
Yes, please.
All right. Let
Yeah.
me group you up.
Jump straight on
Fuck, that
through.
worked.
I'm going to group you up, and then I'm going to move you, as a group to the swirly blue thing. You reappear in the room
With a dead guy.
with Matrius sprawled on the floor. And the figurine he was carrying is no longer in his grasp. If you recall,
What
the
figurine
figurine was
carrying?
shaped like an imp.
Imp.
And also, if you remember in the summoning room, you
book?
saw the materials that there were. Yes, the book is still here.
I collect the book.
All right. As you walk over to where the book is, there is a shimmer in the air. And you are...
Don't touch it!
Ah!
Another closet. It tries to rend you, and then we'll roll initiative. That's a terrible roll. In fact, we'll do initiative anyway because... Nah, I'll keep it that way. Technically, I remembered surprise is you get disadvantage on your initiative, but we'll just keep it this way instead.
Is there a closet in your closet?
There is. Why is it not working?
No, I'm just happy to see you.
Unable to find sheet action or character macro. This is gonna suck. Oh well.
He's going first anyways, so.
No, yeah, I know. It's just the way these sheets work with the macros. The macros don't work anymore, so I'm gonna have to open each sheet and click on the initiative button on each monster instead of the nice convenient button I've made all these years. God damn it.
Mhm.
Oh well. Who didn't roll?
They don't work.
Boy
They don't
didn't
work with the
roll.
2024 version. Is that what
Right.
it is?
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Go back and
So
make a
this-
new macro, or
Yeah, I just have to figure out how to do it because the macro's pretty complex.
right?
The adventures usually give it to you in a long text form so you know how to do it. All right. No, don't remove turns. Descending order. turns.
Ouch!
All right. The Quasit tried to hit and missed. Himbo, you are up. You see the Quasit has appeared and tried to attack Ganon. It is similar to the one you fought already.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Blanking doesn't matter in this edition, just so you know.
Let's have it.
I know, but I'm just saying you don't get advantage for being back there.
Yeah, well. Let's see. Spear. 15.
That's a hit.
6 damage.
Okay.
And a martial arts attack.
That
11.
is a miss, but remember, you still technically have
The
the Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration, so 1d6.
Yep.
Where on earth?
It's the D20 on the... Yep, there it
you
is. That's a 15. That is a hit. For 5...
Oh.
No, that's...
Oh, you did it.
Oh,
So-
yeah, she can just hit the button. That's nice. For 4 damage. Okay. That was a beaten Quasit. Ganon. Remember, if you Eldritch Blast at this range, it's a disadvantage.
Yes.
Okay.
I can attack it with the dagger.
Can. Whoa, and you hit it with the dagger. 5 damage. Okay.
You got this, guys. I'm just gonna go sit on the couch.
Yeah. Zarissa, do you have an action? Or does Ganon have a bonus action?
Hold on. No.
Okay. So it's Zarissa's turn.
Firebolt.
Firebolt. Ooh, that's a 14. That's a hit. Roll damage. 7 damage. The Quasit is realizing that maybe he picked the wrong fight. And it is Koi's turn, unless Zarissa has a bonus action. Alright, I'll assume it's Koi's turn.
Okay.
Sacred Flame, dex save. Oh, he's good at dex saves.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably.
He leaps out of the way of your Sacred Flame. And he
Oh,
cackles at
you little imp!
Hold still, you bastard!
Let's see. He's going to try to attack Himbo because Himbo hit him. Hit him pretty good. He goes slap. Ooh, it's armor class 23. Himbo takes 5 damage.
I'm down.
Himbo is unconscious. Himbo, it's your turn. Make a death save.
Let's see.
Don't roll a 1.
I'm just looking to see if there's a dedicated button for it. I have stabilized and just roll.
Should be. I think there's a death save button up near your hit points. Maybe.
Yeah, hit points, death save.
All right. Well,
Oh.
it's not a 1.
Yeah, there's a button that says stabilize and a button that says roll.
Right.
You have to hit roll.
Right, because if you can't heal until you hit stabilize.
Yeah.
All right. If you rolled a 1, you'd fail 2 death saves. I found this out Wednesday night.
Yeah, it automatically fills in the failures too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, Gannon.
I want to like that, but it's happening to my character.
Yeah, there's that.
Seeing the damage that Himbo took, I cast Blade Ward on myself.
Okay. That, yeah, there it is. Let's see. Oh, subtractor subtracts 1d4. Ooh, clever. All right, Sarissa.
Actually,
Yeah,
I will move.
All right, it will. Oh, okay. Yeah, that provokes an attack of opportunity. I will subtract a d4 from that. He hits armor class 17.
God damn it.
So you take.
Oh wait. Oh, I can't
Take
do it.
7 damage.
Oof.
Ouch.
I could have used the bardic inspiration to help with the saving throw, and I forgot to.
You can apply it on your turn?
Or like he could have used it.
Right, but he used it to hit the imp.
No, Himbo.
Right, he used it when he hit the imp.
The saving throw?
No,
Yeah.
he used the
Yeah.
bardic inspiration on
Bardic
his second
inspiration.
attack.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm.
'Cause you
I
rolled
was
it.
staring off into my kitchen too, so I wasn't totally paying attention.
All right, but it
I
is your
back
turn.
away and get slashed. God damn, those claws are sharp.
Throw dagger.
I'll throw a
11
dagger at him.
is a miss.
Wow.
Boy. Okay. Now that won't be moving after Ganon with you in the way. That is a miss. The Quasit is going to try to hit Koi because Koi is in the way. Ooh, and it hits you. Hits armor class 22.
Yeah, that would hit me.
You take 6 damage. Himbo, you need to make a death save.
Is that the old Quasit token?
This is the new one. See how it like sticks outside of the
Okay.
outside of the rim of the circle?
Yeah.
Oh, second failure.
Second failures. Oh no.
How are you not killing it yet?
Ganon.
Did you say 6 or 7 points of damage?
6. I just blasted the miss.
God damn it.
Larissa. Himbo's gonna die. Firebolt. Alright. You gotta roll the attack.
Right, hold on.
My wounds have spoiled my
That's a
aim.
hit. Roll the damage. 10. That will do it. That will kill the Quasit. Pop. And then I assume, yep, I was gonna say you rush in to stabilize Himbo and help carry him out of the room.
Better stabilize me. I'm the only melee fighter we have.
That's
Melee.
true.
Yep.
Matrius has been dead too long to stabilize. You guess probably from the minute he came out of the portal, the statue figurine thing he had must have turned into the imp and immediately attacked him. But it does fulfill your mission because you have the book. The Portal closes. Let's get rid of that. Portal close.
That thing was a pain in the ass. I'll have to get me one of those.
Oh yeah. Shit.
What are you gonna do? Train it?
Yes, he is going to train it.
Warlock familiars.
Yep. But you have found Matrius, and you have the book and you have the command words to get in and get out. So once you return to Candlekeep, well, you're in Candlekeep. But once you return back to the main area and let the authorities that sent you on this mission know about his body, he is tended to, taken care of. The next of kin are contacted in case they want to come get it or pay for a resurrection or whatever. That's on them. The book and the extra dimensional space contained therein are cataloged, and eventually a team is sent in to retrieve all the books in there, and they're going to debate on whether or not they should delete the extra dimensional space or keep it contained, because it is technically tied to this room. It's not tied to the book. So anybody in this room can technically open it. So they will debate on if they remove it from existence or keep it, but that is above your pay grade. But you do
Rent it out as a B&B with those little buggers up there to work.
But you do get level 2 out of this adventure.
Hooray!
Hooray! So you have completed The Joy of Extra Dimensional Spaces, which was the name of this chapter. Next time we will play Mazfroth's Mighty Digressions.
Mighty what?
Digressions.
Oh.
I will give you the book when next we play. But for now,